Still a nation, man. When I started content, like what, 5 months ago, I said to myself, I will not be doing no content on anything that's political or yeah, nothing political. And listen, I'm gonna have to break it, man. I'm gonna have to break it because Donald Trump, bro, Donald Trump, he's actually moving mad right now, bro. He's actually moving mad. This guy is moving like Thanos, bro. He controls the world. No one could tell Donald Trump what to do. Otherwise, you're getting bombed. They're saying that they captured him. No, that's the narrative, man. They captured the Venezuelan president Maduro, and listen, they didn't capture anyone, bro. They kidnapped the guy and dragged him out of the country. And this is the footage of what they've done, people.
Good night. Good night. Happy New Year.
So, like, they literally went in the country, they made everything pitch black. I don't know how they did it, but obviously we know that, these governments, that they have a lot of power. They can just turn off electricity. Like, this is what a lot of us are not understanding, man. If they want to turn off electricity and we've got no internet, we've got nothing, they can do it just by a switch, man. And yeah, Donald Trump then, in response, has literally come out and said he's going to run the whole of Venezuela. This is what he's got to say, man.
Knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by sea. 90%. Each boat kills on average, 25,000 people. We knocked out 97%.
Someone said it's just our third day, but it's the third day of the year, man. How are we going to the new year and it's chaos and bombs and war and oh God.
And those drugs mostly come from a place called Venezuela. We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. And it has to be judicious because that's what we're all about.
This guy's a troll, man. So since when can a country just run into another country, kidnap their president and say, yo, listen, we're running this now. I'm the captain now. Like, since when? Is this real life? Is this real life, people? And, things like this, yeah, is how easily World War III can get started, man. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Venezuela and Iran, they're like, best friends type shit. And then, I'm not too sure if Iran and, like, Russia and China, I don't know if they're friends or something like that. So, let's say Iran wants to defend their friends now. And they're like, what? Listen, we're not gonna watch our friend get bullied. Then Iran tried to step in or something. Then China and Russia. Like this is literally how easy things can start, bro. With like all the countries predominantly are run by people with big egos. It takes one bomb, and then it's just collateral damage from there on, man. People, listen. Let's continue to go down this. I wouldn't even say it's a rabbit hole, man, because it's pretty open knowledge. You got Trump out here threatening the Colombian president, telling him, yo, you better watch out, man. You better watch out.
You're talking to the president of Colombia, who you call a drug leader?
No, I haven't really thought too much about him. He's been fairly hostile to the United States, and I haven't given him a lot of thought. He's going to have himself some big problems if he doesn't wise up. Colombia is producing a lot of drugs. They have cocaine factories that they make cocaine, as you know, and they sell it right into the United States. So he better wise up, or he'll be next. He'll be next too. And I hope he's listening. He's going to be next.
Have you considered talking to the president of Colombia?
Yeah, listen. You know what it is, fam? I'll be real, bro. Yeah, I like someone who shows me who they are, man. Tell me what you're truly thinking. What are your plans? You know, rather than someone who, act like they're all friendly and pally when really they've got hidden agenda. I don't like people like that, man. You know, and like obviously I don't follow up with American politics and that, but that's one thing I can say the difference between someone like Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Joe Biden, you never really know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Whereas Trump, my man, is literally telling you face to face what it is. You better watch out when, you know. But yeah, let's continue to go down this rabbit hole, man, because bro, this Trump guy, yeah, he's been moving mad. So obviously, there's a lot of debate on what is the true agenda here, man. What is your true motive of doing all of this? And a lot of people say it's really to do with oil, and so someone literally asked the guy, what are you going to do with the oil? And this is what he's got to say, man. Like,
The oil companies are going to go in. They're going to spend money. We're going to take back the oil that, frankly, we should have taken back a long time ago. A lot of money is coming out of the ground. We're going to get reimbursed for all of that. We're going to get reimbursed for everything that we spend. So it's going to be a very important. This is a very big evening that took place last night. We have to be surrounded by safe, secure countries, and we also have to have energy. Very important. We have to have energy that's real energy, not where they're getting 4% and 5% of the energy out of the ground. You take a look. It was such a disaster. So what's going to happen with Venezuela, I think, over the next period of a year is going to be a great thing. And the people of Venezuela will be the biggest beneficiaries.
Yeah, so my man's literally saying that, they're going to take over Venezuela, take the oil, and yeah, but like, man, just moving dark, man. And he said something else about the oils, man. He said something else. I'm trying to find it. But before I show that, I want to show of them getting bombed. Why is it?
Señores, bombardeo Miraflores.
So you got America, like, they're just dashing out missiles.
A couple weeks ago, he said he's got to watch his ass.
So this is him talking about the Colombian president saying he better watch his ass.
Simple.
Mr. President, Colombian President Gustavo Petro, a couple weeks ago, he said he's got to watch his ass. And today, he said he's not concerned about anything happening to him in the aftermath of this operation. So, just what your message is about that?
Well, he has cocaine mills. He has factories where he makes cocaine. And yeah, I think I stick by my first statement. He's making cocaine. They're sending it into the United States. So he does have to watch his ass.
Mr. President, did you notify any members of Congress in advance?
Just when you thought that Donald Trump couldn't get even more transparent, he's literally said it's not going to cost them anything because he's going to make it back with the oil that they take. And yeah, let's just watch the video. This is going to be the last video, and then I'm going to conclude and just share my thoughts on this one, because bro.
Mr. President, is it possible that the U.S. ends up administrating Venezuela for years?
Well, it won't cost us anything because the money coming out of the ground is very substantial. So it's not going to cost us anything. We want safety there. We want to be surrounded by countries that aren't housing all of our enemies all over the world. That's what was happening, and you don't want to have that. But we're going to be rebuilding, and we're not spending money. The oil companies are going to go in. They're going to spend money. We're going to take back the oil that, frankly, we should have taken back a long time ago. A lot of money is coming out of the ground. We're going to get reimbursed for all of that. We're going to get reimbursed for everything that we spend. So it's going to be a very important. This is a very big.
So yeah, the guy literally said that they're going to take back the oil that they should have taken back a long time ago. Bro, who gives them the right? You know what it is like? Are you actually surprised? Are you actually really surprised about this? Like, this is literally this is literally what they've been doing for a very long time, man. You know, I remember even with Libya, Gaddafi, you know, they made out like. Then again, you know what it is? I don't actually know too much about this Venezuelan guy. Obviously, they're saying that he's a dictator. I don't really know the ins and outs. I don't really know much information on it. But they're saying he's a dictator. They're saying that, you know, a lot of Venezuelan people are not happy. But obviously, again, I'm not connected. I don't know one Venezuelan person in my life, so I can ask, you know. But what I do remember is when it was Libya and Gaddafi, when they got rid of Gaddafi, you know, a lot of the Libyans, they were, you know, over the moon. They were very happy about it. Now, if you ask them now if they're happy with that decision, what happened, then, you know, they will tell you that it was a very big mistake with them being happy about it. And, you know, and even Donald Trump said himself, man, he said it himself that it was a wrong decision to get rid of Gaddafi. He said it was a bad decision to get rid of Saddam Hussein. But obviously, right now, you've got a lot of Venezuelans that are saying happy about it, man. But again, I don't know the ins and outs on it to give my, you know, detailed analysis. You know what I mean? But what I can say is, like, at what point is it going too far, man? Because they're literally showing the whole world what they're about, bro. And, you know, this is the difference between, you know, the way sometimes America acts and, like, for example, the Chinese. The Americans, like, they're coming down to boot down your door off its hinges and say, yo, I'm in town now, man. Where the money at? Where the money at, man? You know, they got their big thing in their hands. Where the money at, man? Whereas the Chinese now, they'll come, generally speaking, like, it'll be more like a partnership, man. It'll be more like a partnership. I do this, I help you out, I help your economy, such and such, I get this in return. In America, they're like, hell nah. We don't want no business. We want the business that we want. Literally that. So that's the difference between America and China. And yeah, so at what point is enough, man? And all it takes is the wrong country to get invaded, to get bombed, and then, you know, you got other countries that's gonna defend their friend, and then we're in World War III, man. And people, I don't know about you, but I am not participating in no World War. I'm not going to no country to go and kill nobody I don't know. I ain't doing that. You know, but people, let me know what you like think about this, man, because we're literally in the third, fourth day of this year. The third, fourth day of the year, I'm starting like this, man. You know, and obviously you had Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer came out to say that he wasn't involved. Let me actually try to find that video, man. But yeah, I can't find it. But people, listen, let me know what you like think about this, man. Obviously, I said I wouldn't do politics and, you know, all that type of stuff, but I just felt like it would feel wrong not to cover this one in particular, you know. And, you know, sometimes gotta be open with myself. You know, this channel is about authenticity, to be honest. It's about literally me saying what's on my mind. Obviously, to a certain degree, I can't go out and like say everything's on my mind because, you know, that's a bit mad. But yeah, I think when I say politics, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to reevaluate that one, man. You know, I'm gonna have to reevaluate that South Wall. You know, I'm gonna have to reevaluate that one. But yeah, my people, that's it from me. Like, if you like the video, as usual, like, subscribe. Bow. I'm out.